Hey, hello everyone, it's your host, Get Good Fox. Welcome back to State of Decay in the Lethal Zone beta. As you can see, with the repair kits we've gotten, the Impaler is back up and running. That said, we are still more or less in the same position that we were in yesterday, in that we are in need of money. So that means the Fox Republic is sending the Super Waifu Cafeteria Squad to earn money. We got to get out there and do it. So we got a job over here. And this is just, you know, another, the tilted snifters or something. You know, I kind of want to... These guys are going to want my plague cure. I might just cancel these guys and recruit them. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, actually. I'm just gonna knock him out of here. I'm gonna suck them all up. We might pick up some chemists or something. You basically just, it's just a good opportunity to filter out the good and the bad. I'm sure they'll understand, you know, filtering things, I'm sure that's something that makes sense to them. Also, I wanna go over here to the Rovers because we are packed up on some goodies to sell. And what I want to do in this episode is, for the most part, work on rebuilding our finances. So, I did overextend us a little bit. That's normally a pretty bad idea. But, fortunately, I have overextended myself enough times that I learned to deal with it. Generally speaking, you should not go this quickly, though. You should definitely go a little slower. Okay, let's sell. These guys have a healthy 500 influence. I'm gonna sell this for 9, that for 27, 34, 34, and here is the big sales right here. 85 for the computer book, 85 for utilities, 170, that's 85 each for chemistry. Boom. Give it to me. That is the money right there. I'm even gonna buy this, and it's not even gonna matter. We are over 1,000 influence. Looking very nice. What is your bonus? Relay services, okay, they're pretty important. I don't want to get rid of them. Okay, so I've got a place I want to loot. We'll hit these areas over here, but we never really looted the starting area. That's normally something that I really like to do. I like to loot the starting area. Fortunately, I did leave an outpost behind, which is not quite as good as actually having the home base there because, you know, we can't transport the rucksacks, but it'll still act as a drop-off point for all the knickknacks, and for the most part, that's what I'm expecting to find, are knickknacks. I think I'm just gonna fast loot these, to be honest. Already got a zombie after me, so let's just fast loot and get out of here. Moving on. Normally I don't fast loot simply because I'm not trying to, like, attract unnecessary attention, but the truth is that, you know, if they're already on you, then who cares? First I'll let the Pharaoh get squished. Oh, I've been wanting to do this. Oh, yeah. And also we're playing as Chris, you know, get her leveled up. It's not that big of a deal. Like, she's not a character I'm planning on keeping, but I'll take the extra stats while we do have her.
Anybody over there want to get their hands dirty?
Bullets for a friend, where? Kind of far away.
Seems quiet enough, but that won't last with the play card basically next door.
I don't think it's an extremely pressing thing that we need to handle at the moment. Right now, I just want to grab some money. We're looking for stuff. That's a pretty nice looking piano. Reminds me of my old piano. In the house I grew up in, we had a piano. You may not know that I played the piano for a pretty long time, actually. I eventually gave up the piano after high school. That was definitely a mistake. I should have kept playing. And I always thinking about maybe buying a keyboard and relearning because, you know, it is this thing that it is a little bit like riding a bike. You definitely can relearn faster than... What's this guy doing here? I guess he just saw me through the window. Don't know where the last lootable is. Let's check the exterior. But yeah, I used to play the piano. I stopped playing, though, because, it wasn't really my choice. I was just kind of like forced to do it. And in the process of being forced to do it, it never, you know, some people when you're forced to do something, you wind up, oh, you know, I actually kind of like this. That's just never how it worked for me. Like, I mean, I kind of liked it, but I only liked it as long as I was like, that's a curious looking zombie. No, you're just a regular zombie. I thought that might have been a dead survivor. What are you doing in here? Okay, let's go really slow this time. Because I didn't see it outside. Nothing in here. It might be a little tiny knickknack. No. Where are you?
Hello out there? Can anyone help me?
Yeah, sure. Let me just find this knickknack real quick. Where could they be hiding this thing? Ah, the dresser drawer. I had a feeling it would be one of these ones that I often overlook. The question is even going to be worth it. Molotov? Sells for 9. Not super great. We'll respond to a quest, though. Quest will give us standing.
I'm good to go.
And it will give us...
You've got this. Now just get it done.
A little bit of money. And it's a building we haven't looted. Even better. Partially looted. Oh, they were further away. Oh, well, you know, while we're here, we might as well loot this. Getting a little fortunate on the quantity of buildings that don't have zombies in them. Not that I'm complaining. But yeah, we're gonna need a lot of money. We're gonna need, what, like 3,500 plus... Yeah, we're gonna need like close to like 7,000 or 8,000 influence just to get all of this done. So you know we need a lot more than this. This is oh, outside. Oh, sorry. Oh, good, we secured it. Okay, so now I know where the last lootable. It looks like it's outside. While the zombie is banging on that side of the door, I'm just gonna go and loot this. Oh. Brown crate. Could have something good in it. Wow, he smashed through the door quick. Usually it takes longer.
Okay, I've seen
Chemicals. It stacks. Lucky me. Alright, let's drop this crap off. Then we'll go rescue whoever there or whatever help they need. Oh man, I see that knickknack though. I see two. Ah, it's too many. Let's just get going. I see, it's this little food stand. I always forget what my outposts are. It doesn't really matter either way, though. Okay, let's drop this all in. Let me double check the Impaler's inventory. Yeah, it's a little too much fuel. Oh, looks like we're almost maxed out on cardio. My. Okay. Okay, I see a little ramp right here. Okay, it's one of these siege events. This usually pays out pretty good, so I'll do it. Maybe I can even do some looting while I'm here. Oh, yeah.
Loader nearby.
There's the bloater. Okay, I'm gonna loot the house while you deal with them, or I'm gonna fight these guys. That's also a possibility. And, I mean, we're making plenty of noise right now. Might as well fast loot.
I can't
Wow.
carry that much.
Got a lot of stuff in there. Nope, first you gotta kill. I see we have some armored zombies ruining my fun. I should probably do something about that.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So what are you gonna offer me? Oh, we could trade. Hold up now. Let me sell some. Ooh, 102 for cotton swabs, 34 for cheap tequila. I'll sell the snacks. I'll sell the sticky notes. I'll sell the seeds. Let's keep looting. Parang is not a bad everyday weapon, honestly. I'd call it over average quality. And now what we need to do is just find that final lootable. The horde is moving towards the tourist trap. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
I've checked out all the nooks and crannies.
Let's go ahead and search for infestations.
Got any recon on this area? What do we know?
So you're offering food, medicine, and ammo? I need medicine.
We can spare that.
I owe you for that one.
No problem.
Yeah, that one paid off pretty well. We had someone to sell to, we got a rucksack, we got 100 influence. Not bad overall. So we got ourselves, looks like a horde are trying to infest things over there. Always trying to ruin my fun. That is the name of infestations. They are here to ruin your fun. We'll drop this stuff off. Like so. And I guess we should probably do something about that infestation. How do we get over there? Looks like we gotta take this main route. So, after reviewing what you guys think about the infestation video, I gotta say, one, it seems like the video was very successful. Quite happy to see it. It also is very engaging. Lots and lots of people sharing their thoughts. I also noticed not a lot of dissent. You know, that's always something I'm curious in the, you know, like how many people agree, how many people disagree. Not a lot of dissent, I gotta say. A lot of people pitching their ideas. Got some interesting ideas in there. It seems like the primary opposition is that the game should be harder because the game should be harder. That seems to be the main opposition, which, like, I don't agree with this simply because I think a game should be fun. And if, like, 99% of people, and, like, that's an arbitrary number. I don't know if it's 99% of people, but, like, it's a lot of people. Like, if most people are saying, hey, this isn't fun, then, like, I don't know. What can you do? Now, yes, State of Decay is supposed to be a survival game. But, like, the issue I have with the infestations is that, well, they're not hard. Like, I don't find them to be I don't find them hard to destroy. Like, they don't risk my character dying. They're just not fun. They're just boring. They're boring and they're nagging. And I think that's one of the really big deals there, because, like I said, you won't hear me complain about Lethal Zone as far as, like, oh, they shouldn't have made Lethal Zone. Because, like, I don't think it's wrong for them to increase the difficulty. I also did not oppose the Plague Territories, because even though the Plague Territories, they do make things a little bit harder. We're gonna loot this because, like, we might as well drop off the ammo while we're here. And once again, I didn't oppose Plague Territories because I thought that they were a logical increase in difficulty.
Well, that's pretty
Like, I didn't see them to be, I didn't really perceive them to be, like, a, you know, a problem in the game. And, oh.
I hear you're up for trading.
Blood money.
I've got blood plague and won't last, but I've got good stuff here. Come by if you can.
Oh, good. That all worked out, actually. Let's move. Now we can, oh, that's still so far. I thought that was a lot closer than it actually was.
Thanks.
Oh, bonked into it. As I was saying, though, the main thing I feel is that the infestations, I don't think they make the game harder. So, like, when people say, oh, the game should be harder for the sake of being harder, one, I don't think that the infestations actually make the game harder. Like, you just have to squish them. You can either just reverse into them with a car, or you could burn them with, like, a pyro launcher. And then you might say, well, if they're not hard, then why complain about them? Because the answer is that they're annoying. They're not, like, hard in terms of, like, oh, God, this is really, like, jeopardizing my nightmare zone, or this is really jeopardizing my lethal zone. It's more like they're just annoying. And what a lot of people do, honestly, is apparently, not a lot of people, but what some people, their adaptation is to just ignore them. They basically, even on higher difficulties, they just let them hit the cap, like which is 25. 25 infestations is the cap. Am I stuck? I hate this map so much. Oh my god. Let's unstick ourselves.
Get inside before I change my mind.
Where am I? Oh, these are the, oh, it brought me closer to my objective. Okay, good. At least we didn't waste our fuel. Brought us closer. The, how do I get there? Yeah, I can just cut through here, I suppose. But yeah, what do you call it, the infestations, they're mainly, it's just annoying. And, like, some people find them so annoying that what they'd prefer to do is just wait until the infestations hit their cap, which is 25 infestations. And, like, yeah, you do take a big morale hit for that, but they're like, you know what, I'll just build more morale facilities and just ignore the infestations. And I'm like, you know what, that's an interesting adaptation. And I don't think that's something that I would personally do. But at the same time, I understand why you would do it that way, because you just get tired of doing it. Like, you're just like, it's like a thankless, unrewarding task that you just don't want to do it anymore. And so when people did that, I was kind of like, you know what, I didn't think of that, but it makes perfect sense. You know, that is one way that you could, in some ways, just kind of never worry about them ever again. But I think it's, once again, an indicator that the answer is that they're just not fun. They're annoying. They're just kind of like this harassing thing that's just kind of like, yeah, this is like, I wish this would stop happening. And they're not an engaging and fun mechanic to deal with. They're not rewarding either. That's another big thing. I think the big issue is that there isn't really a reward. One of the counter arguments I heard is that, hey, like, why should they have a reward? Maybe they should just be a pure penalty. And I'm like, well, the problem is, if you have a game where there's just a pure penalty, there's no reward. I don't, and I'll go through just a few counter arguments. Here we go. We'll give them the rucksack. Let's see what we get.
Citizens are instructed to relocate to area designated Trumbull Valley at their earliest convenience. Sorry folks, just a little radio malfunction there. Please, go about your business.
I appreciate that. Keep your powder dry, buddy.
And we get scavenging partners, increase to, okay, this one kind of stinks. I'm not a big fan of scavenging partners.
Got anything good?
I don't feel it's one of the particularly good ones. Let's go ahead and sell, though. I'm gonna pull the arrow out. I'm gonna sell the Echo X2. I'll sell this. I'm gonna sell the bullets. I'll keep the rest of it, though. We could probably scrap some of that. What do you got for sale?
Let's just take a look-see.
Sure, I guess so.
I think I can live without the signal antenna for now, to be honest. Oh, I do want to upgrade the command center. That's something I do want to do. Actually, this is more important. Let's get the infirmary upgraded so I can actually heal. Let's go ahead and scout while we're here, too. That seems like a pretty smart idea. Now that we have a moment of peace. But yeah, so the issue is that if a mechanic has no... So the first comparison was that this is like a hardcore survival game. Like, why should everything have a reward? It should just be a pure punishment. And I'm like, well, if you look at how other pure survival games play, like, and the example I'll use is 7 Days to Die. 7 Days to Die, I would say, is a more hardcore survival game because, like, their injury system is a lot more extensive. Like, you could just fall down and break your leg and be at, like, 10% movement speed for, like, in the very beginning of the game and have, like, you know, like, no obvious way to cure it. But, They reward you for everything you do. You could dig in the ground and you get EXP. Every zombie you kill gives you EXP, and in that game, EXP is quite valuable as well. Let's also loot these buildings while we're here. You know, since it's fairly peaceful at the moment, plus we got our allies nearby. So, like, I don't think that just because it's, like, you know, hard, you know, like, hashtag hardcore zombie survival game doesn't mean that you shouldn't be rewarded for, like, kind of like the antagonism of the game. Resourcefulness, stealth, I guess? Maybe we'll loot a little faster. What's my search crash resistance? Sight range, search speeds, looks like I don't have any yet. Doesn't matter. But yeah, like, the thing, though, is that very few people are going to tackle harder, greater difficulty and hardship without, like, some kind of reward. And, like, if you want to make a game where it's just like, no, you just need to deal with, like, the high hardship, and just, there is no, like, rewards are for, like, you know, basically losers. If that's the kind of, like, approach you want to go with, well, the truth is that, like, very few people are going to play that game, and the end result is you're just not going to have a game to begin with. Like, the only reason we have a State of Decay to play in the first place is because the game has a relatively decent balancing of difficulty and reward. I think there needs to be more rewards. Like, I think that, you know, for all the cosmetics they've added into the game, why don't they have some cosmetics that indicate that you've cleared the lethal zone? Why isn't there, like, some shirts, some hats, you know, that are, like, lethal zone, like, you overcame the lethal zone hat, you overcame the lethal zone shirt? How about a car? A cars with custom paint schemes, like a lethal zone, like, you know, something, I don't know, like, maybe, like, something like a, like, some kind of, shirt that has, like, a plague art getting squished or something. Like, you know, like, something to indicate that... Let me just sell some of this crap. I just want to clear my inventory a little bit. I don't care if any of this is perfectly optimal. Right now, we're just trying to strip loot and get some money. I think even some cosmetic facilities would be neat. Like, facilities that they're no different than a standard facility, but what they do is provide you with some kind of visual indicator that, hey, you're like this veteran of the lethal zone outbreak. Now, this was an office building, which is great, because we just got some more books. And as you know, the books sell for a lot, so I'm definitely, you know, we're already making some decent money just taking advantage of this kind of, like, what has become a gimme location. They're down to 27 influence.
Locked.
In we go. So basically, like, those are my two counter responses to the counter arguments. One, like, oh, the game needs to be super, super hard. I'm like, well, I don't think they're hard, they're just aggravating. And the other thing is that, you know, if you don't believe in the idea of rewarding people for their exertion, well, then you're just not gonna have a game, because, like, people aren't gonna play that. Like, people are not going to just perform thankless tasks. Like, the amount of people who do that will be so small that you just won't have any audience at all. And the thing is, the good news is that you can have a hard game that is still rewarding. Like I said, you could look at a game like 7 Days to Die. It is a pretty hardcore survival game, and you can have rewards. You could be rewarded for literally digging in the dirt. And it doesn't stop it from being a very enjoyable and still hardcore game. So it's like, I mean, I don't think it's bad news in the sense that, you know, like, I think we can all win on it.
Just take a look-see.
Sure.
I'm gonna sell this and that. Running out of, you know, like, running out of everything. They're running out of influence, but, you know, I'm just trying to clear this last building. Where is it? There it is. Duffel bag.
Beggars and choosers and whatnot.
Okay, so we got some parts. Not really what I'm looking for. How many lootables are in here? 5? It's a library. Tricked him into it because he's an idiot.
I need a break.
Oh, I'm already out of stamina? Okay, running here. This is why I love to loot near my allies, though. If you've got a problem, you can just mosey on over here and they'll give you a hand. Okay, let's refuel.
I'm carrying too much here.
Man, I love having the Impaler back up and running. I mean, like, I can use most cars, but
If I take out the nearest
the Impaler is
this
just
might
so
clear up.
good. Okay, so we have a wandering trader. Interesting, it's a meds trader. I guess let's head back over there, and we can do that. Normally I would do a jump cut, but like I am cutting it close with work, so we're just gonna have to drive over there and see what this medicine trader wants. I do need some medicine. Not looking to like spend a fortune, but look at that. We're already back up to 2,000 influence. Just like spending a little bit of dedicated time looting makes such a big difference. Once again, why you want allies. The allies are going to pay themselves off. Like, you might be like, man, I'm spending 150 influence to get these allies in here. It pays itself off. And yeah, the map is 50% looted, so that means, sure, there's less loot to sell, so you're more likely to run out. You can finish the playthrough. Don't worry. Like, you can absolutely finish the playthrough before you've looted absolutely everything. Like, you can do it. And your allies are going to help, especially if you get them all the way up to allied status where they give you a discount on your purchases. It's definitely, and like I said, there's always going to be quests to do. And if you stack a little bit of the influence gain, stack a little bit of influence, there's got to be a way around here. Like, it would save so much time if we could just find a way through this. Maybe we should just drive down there and look. Okay, it looks like the path goes forward. Let's just drive down there and see if we can find some way up. Right over here looks pretty good, actually. I don't know if this is like one of your quote-unquote canon shortcuts, but I think it's gonna work. Oh. 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 There we go. I was trying to get enough speed. There we go. Okay, let's drop this stuff off. Also, let's check to see if we have anything to sell. Okay, never mind. Let's just not do any of that. Let's just instead go right to the merchant. And see what the merchant has to sell.
Hi there. Don't be a stranger. I think you're getting up.
Okay.
Let's just take a look.
I'm gonna sell the boombox. Worth 34. It's pretty good.
I don't care who you are. I'm the one walking away. But to do that, I gotta know everything I can about you. And I gotta use it.
I need all the medicine, actually.
Got anything good? All right.
I'm gonna take it. This will let us restock. I didn't realize our cargo capacity was that high. I guess, oh, that's true. I did upgrade. That makes sense. Let's take a look at our base condition as well. That's something I would like to do. And the last one. That's gonna knock us down to 1,500. That's honestly still pretty good. We're gonna be bringing a lot of medicine home. And I'm gonna see you back at the base. And would you look at that? After throwing all of our medicine in, it is conveniently at 35, which is exactly our medicine cap. So we're in really good shape for medicine. Is there anything else we want to upgrade? Probably not with only 12, but now we have the trade depot. With the trade depot, we can actually, and we have a little bit of money, so we can actually start calling stuff in. Obviously, we're going to need more building materials. The more things we can upgrade, the more materials we're technically carrying over to the next base, which will make it even easier. Anyways, I would say today was a pretty successful supply run. Let me know what you think, though, down in the comment section. Stay tuned for episode 2 of the Fox Talks podcast. I don't know when it's going to come out, but it's already uploaded. I just haven't published it yet. I got to come up with a nice thumbnail for it. But feel free to help Fox. If you want to help the Fox Republic. Wait, why am I being? I'm being called by something. Hold on a second. Anyways, feel free to help Fox get the big number. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. You can get more notifications as well as a way to chat with me if you have any State of Decay related questions. An even better way, though, is with Discord. I am in the Discord every single day. You can ask me questions, suggest new games for me to play. If there's a playthrough I've abandoned and you want me to go back to, Discord is the place to make those kinds of suggestions, the headquarters of my community. Twitch is the place to go if you want to see live gameplay. It's very different than the YouTube. If you want more State of Decay gameplay, that is the place to be. Plus, you get to interact with me live. I read the chat, I interact with people. Sometimes really dumb things happen. Anyways, until next time, like the video if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future State of Decay 2 content. Thank you very much, everyone who is leaving comments, especially people who are talking about that they're specifically leaving comments for the algorithm. I really appreciate people that are going out of their way to just go the extra distance. All of it really, really does help. But at the end of the day, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.